thinking.
Why?
Will you not drink tonight so I can let my freak flag fly?
I would love to.
Whole crew got the juice, yo, came the truth.
I heard you were having a party from someone who got invited. It's pretty sad.
It's a snazzy bell.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, congrats on your wrestling championship.
Hi, welcome to My Geek Therapy, where you help me and I help you process everything in the world of geek, and today we're going to get a little geeky on the movie Sisters. Also, make sure you pay close attention to this video. I'm going to ask you a question about something I cover in the video, and I want you to pair that with your favorite memory of your sister, your brother, or your cousin, and I will choose one winner to receive 2 tickets to see a sneak preview screening of Sisters this week in Raleigh. These are actually my sisters. This is my older sister, Adrian. This is my other older sister, Amy. Unfortunately, my other sister, Amy, passed away a couple years ago, but me and Adrian are now extremely close. I love this picture, and I love my sisters. Sisters stars Tina Fey as Kate Ellis and Amy Poehler as Maura Ellis, who play 2 sisters who travel back home to stop their parents from selling their childhood home. If you're a fan of SNL, then you will be a fan of this movie. You obviously have Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. It wouldn't be a Tina Fey, Amy Poehler movie if Rudolph didn't show up. You got Bobby Moynihan, you got Rachel Dratch, and you even got a great role for John Leguizamo. This movie was hilarious from start to finish. You could put Tina Fey and Amy Poehler on screen together reading a phone book, and it would be absolutely hilarious. Is it predictable? Yes. Do you see where the story is going the moment it starts? Yes. But it doesn't matter because they're so good at it. They're just such a great on-screen team. They have the chemistry. They are hilarious. You can tell that they can ad-lib off of each other and bounce things off of each other from their SNL background and from being friends in real life and just have it work on screen. And everything they did in this movie, in my opinion, killed it. There's a great party scene with hilarious moments from Maya Rudolph's character, Brenda, doing the running man outside the window, to a great choreographed dance number between Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. But the party scene got me wondering, got me wanting to ask this question: why don't we do more parties like this as adults? I don't mean those kind of adult parties. I don't mean those. The adult parties where we just get together and remember what it was like before we had responsibility, before we had bills, before we had a mortgage payment, before we even had to think about the word retirement fund, before we even knew what a 401k was. Think about it. When we're kids, we sneak out of the house to drink. We sneak out of the house to see that boy or that girl that our mother or father doesn't want us to see. We sneak out of the house to go to parties, sneak out of the house to do other things. Yet now we're adults and we can buy alcohol legally. We can stay up past 12 o'clock. We can have crazy parties, and we don't. This movie, what it really hit me, where it really touched me, is the fact that even though I live a geeky lifestyle, but I still get swept up in the day-to-day 9-to-5 things about life and just about being an adult. And I would really love more chances to just let everything go for a night, just party with some friends, and just remember what it was like to have no responsibility. There's also the obligatory romance in this film. You got Amy Poehler, who falls in love with the guy down the street who happens to be a construction worker, and of course that leads to him fixing up the house after the adults trash it when they have the party. There's even somewhat of a romantic relationship that didn't really blossom. I wish they would have explored more of it. John Cena, that's right, WWE's John Cena, is also in this movie. He had a hilarious turn in Trainwreck, and he's pretty good in this movie. Not as good as in Trainwreck, but pretty good in this movie. He plays a drug dealer, and of course, the character played by John Leguizamo is the one who calls him. And John Leguizamo is great in this movie too, because he plays that one guy who has never left your hometown. You know, like that one guy whose greatest memory in his life, because he never went to college or never did anything else outside of this town, is high school. We all have that one friend. That one friend who can't let go of what happened in high school and how great high school was. That's him. So he calls John Cena because Tina Fey feels they need some drugs to really get this party going. And John Cena comes over and he plays the drug dealer. Again, hilarious. Not as funny, I don't think, as Trainwreck, but still pretty good. He even has a couple of hilarious scenes with Tina Fey. There's one where they finally decide that they're gonna, I guess, hook up. and he actually looks at Tina Fey and he goes, "My safe word is keep going." And I just busted out laughing. Like, he is just absolutely hilarious in this movie, and he did a pretty good job. Again, not as good as Trainwreck, but still very, very good. And also, I just hated how this movie was wrapped up in a nice, tight little bow at the end. I get it, comedies normally have happy endings. There was like a jump in time 4 months, and then every character in the movie who had a problem, it was now resolved. This movie felt pretty authentic up until that point. I don't know if you other adults out there that have real world problems can solve those problems within 4 months. But in 4 months, Kate had a job. She had her own nail salon. Maura was dating and probably engaged to the guy that she met in the beginning of the movie. I think this movie delved into a lot of adult issues without being too dramatic or hitting you over the head too hard. I just feel like putting a nice bow on everybody's problem and making it miraculously fixed in a time jump 4 months was just too extreme for me. But besides those few issues, and trust me, those are minor compared to how great this movie is, you will love it. It's a great popcorn flick. I would take your sister or brother to it. I wouldn't necessarily take mom or dad unless they're okay with a couple of choice humor and choice scenes and moderate drug use. But I think it's a great date movie. I loved it. I laughed hard. I'm kind of biased. I absolutely love Tina Fey. I love Amy Poehler. I love Maya Rudolph. So I may be a little biased, but trust me, when this movie comes out, go see it. You'll have a great time. You will enjoy it. I hope you were paying attention, because earlier in the video, I told you that I would give you a chance to win free passes to see a screening of Sisters this week. So below in the comments, if you want to be able to win those tickets, just tell me, what was John Cena's character's safe word when he was talking to Tina Fey? Along with the answer to that comment, let me know your favorite memory of your sister, your brother, your cousin, or even your best friend below. I'll pick the best response, and that person will win 2 tickets to see a screening of Sisters this week. And that ends this therapy session of My Geek Therapy. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and like below. Make sure to share this video with all your friends, and I'll see you soon.
You're the type of badass that I'm susceptible to.
My safe word is keep going.
Everyone start cleaning up the area where they're standing.
Did you fall on something sharp?
Yeah.
It's my ballerina music box. It really is a beautiful melody. And we're done. Nope.